Your life is a pattern of success, and you get to decide how big those successes are. It's the Think Your Reality Podcast, episode 20. Hang on, here we go.
Your destiny is by your design. Getting what you want in your professional life is gained by following a series of steps created by your mindset. Are you ready to start the journey? This is the Think Your Reality Podcast. Here's Mike Sims.
It's the Think Your Reality Podcast. Mike Sims saying hello and thank you as always for allowing me to be a part of your day and your life. So your life is a pattern of success. And again, you get to decide how big those successes are. The difference 1 degree can make. In the instance of a steam locomotive, water at 211 degrees Fahrenheit will burn your hand. 212-degree water created steam sufficient to move a locomotive weighing 480,000 pounds. So how does that apply? The pattern of success that you're doing right now, and you want to do it at a higher level, and I get that. The 1 degree difference can make all of the difference in the world. Patterns or habits, which are basically the same thing, are learned. We have all learned bad ones. Trust me, I have quite a few. We've also learned some good ones. But you see, mirroring the action, habits, and patterns of successful people and applying them to your endeavor provides you great lessons which can be drawn from on a continuous basis. Knowing by following a proven method of operation, you understand that success is a foregone conclusion, which, by the way, does wonders for your mindset. When you go through your life's pursuit knowing full well that inevitably you're going to reach that success, it does wonders for your mindset. It creates a higher level of expectation, and the presence of positivity leaves no room for counterproductive thoughts. Think about that. Accelerating your progress can be gained by the understanding of the concepts followed by those that have walked before you. If you researched the success of others, and we should, and I do, you will see patterns in all successful people that can be understood and emulated, and then applied to your path. So what, in fact, you're doing is you're bypassing some of the earlier mistakes that others made and getting you further to your goal that much faster by looking at their patterns of success and their failures. Your own patterns in your past lead to a better understanding of yourself. Look at your past accomplishments. What was the mindset before you ventured out to gain what you did? If you think about that, how then can you go back and reallocate that mindset to whatever goal it is you have set before you? How can those decisions be applied today and more effectively? Affirmations of success articulated by you are in fact instructions to your subconscious mind. If you've heard any of the other podcasts, do you see a common thread here? Patterns of success are almost always often born from past mishaps. Look at them and learn from them. In 1945, as a high school sophomore, Warren Buffett and a friend of his spent $25 to purchase a used pinball machine, which they placed in the local barbershop. Within a few months, they owned several machines in 3 different locations. They sold that business later in the year for $1,200. There's a guy who has taken the pattern for success that he has used as a kid, and let's face it, he's used it to his advantage. Small steps often lead to very big results, like the previous scenario we just talked about. The key is to find the place where you belong and start the process now. The sooner started, the sooner celebrated. The value of your decisions will be reflected in the long run, for good or bad. We've talked about risk versus recklessness in a previous podcast. If you're going to venture out, and I applaud you for doing that, just keep in mind you want to run the risk versus recklessness on a piece of paper to make sure that you're not putting yourself in harm's way. You throw the boomerang every day for good or bad. Ultimately, what decisions you make come back to you. Life is a long-term investment. You are in it for the long haul. But keep in mind, the journey is better than the result. What you find along the way about you is your gift to yourself. It's the things that you've revealed about how tenacious you can be, about the resolve you have, and when you manifest it, it's a gift to yourself because it's something you can draw on in any other discipline. Your self-discovery and what you are ultimately capable of achieving is the payoff. That payoff gives birth to newer, better ideas and plans to carry them out, yielding infinitely more than you have ever imagined. So here's my question. When will you begin your patterns of success? My name is Mike Sims. This is the Think Your Reality podcast. And by now you know, as I always say to you, have an absolutely awesome day, as I really do believe you deserve nothing less.